man A. Come on, men in the house. Man A. Thank you so much, Gemma, for that introduction. My name's Rose Wamalwa, and I come from Kakamega. I was born in Kakamega. Kakamega is the western part of Kenya, for those who have been in Kenya. And so I'm so happy to be here. I'm amazed. I feel I'm at home. Thank you so much. So I'm here to represent the women on the ground, women in Tanzania, women in Uganda, and women in Kenya. So please, it is my honor to present to you their greetings. Just greet someone next to you as a response of the greetings from Africa. Just say hi. Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'll talk about myself and talk about what this program has done to me, and I'll talk about what the impact that it has done, the impact that has been shown on the ground because of this program. I was born in a rural setup in Kakamega. I was raised there. I schooled there at my primary level. And as usual, for those who have come to Africa, the challenges of fetching water, I'll walk for 5 kilometers to go fetch water on my head. And just as a sign of helping my mother, who was overburdened with so many things to do, looking after cows. And as a girl child, I stepped in to help her. And when I was doing that, I used to think about, when I grow up, what can I do to stop this challenge? What can I know I cannot eliminate everything, but at least I have to do something, something that will move to another generation. So when I went to school and graduated, and in 2008, I started working as a volunteer with a community-based organization. And my husband, I remember him telling me, instead of you going to look for a job, you want to volunteer. And I could tell him, that is where I find my satisfaction. And so we had issues with my husband because he actually wanted me to go look for a job and, teach in a high school so that I get money for my family, because I think he was overburdened with family issues. And so I continued volunteering, and I could walk for long hours going to the community, working with the women, and come back home with nothing. And it was an issue for him because he really wanted me to have money. So in 2011, I was looking at the websites and looking at something that I really wanted to get involved into, and I submitted an application with the Global Women Water Initiative. They wanted an African fellow who could come in and be trained on wash issues, and luckily, I remember that day when I got an email that I was selected as a fellow. I really, in Africa, when you are happy, you shake your resources. So I can remember myself shaking my body, and people were like, what has happened? And my husband was like, this issue of volunteering, I think it is becoming too much. Now, because actually he thought it was just a training like any other training. So I went to Kampala. I was trained. And one thing I realized about this training is it was a unique training. Why? Because it targeted the women on the ground. Yes, the women on the ground. And many a times, billions of money have been spent in Africa on programs. And what normally happens, it starts from up. By the time it goes to the ground, there's nothing. And so there's no change. But this program has started from the ground. And that is why I'm here, empowered, a wash expert, a mason, a constructor. I can roof. Yeah, I can roof. Yes, I'm a changed person. I'm transformed. You can see I'm transformed for sure. And that is why when you are watching the video, it is a program that has really transformed my life. Not just my life alone, but the women that I've been working with. And there's one woman that I look at and I feel, I think I've done, even if I die now, there's some life that I've touched. Her name is Fiona. She's older than me, 45 years. All her life, when she was still a teenager, she has been a sex worker. All her life she spent on the streets looking for money to educate her 2 kids. And she was rejected. Nobody ever thought that she could do something constructive in the community. And so when she came in the training last year, 2012, I saw her and realized, I think we are connecting with Fiona. She was just like me. She had the passion. She had the desire. And so after the training, Fiona is totally transformed. She no longer goes for that business again. She has been hired by her organization as a community wash coordinator. And apart from that, she takes most of her time training women on wash issues. She takes most of her time constructing water tanks. And that is a plus for us. That is a plus for me, because I can see it flowing from the Women Other Alliance, GWWI, now Rose, there's Fiona. And apart from that, my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, she looks at me and says, Mom, I think I want to be like you. And so there's one thing I encourage myself, that this program is going to generations and generations to come. Because if my daughter, who is 7 years, and she wants to be like me, so that means it's a program that is flowing. It is a program that is going to many, many, many generations. And because of that, I really want to thank you. I know because of your support, moral support, that is why I'm here, representing the women in Kenya, representing the women in Uganda, representing the women in Tanzania. And on their behalf, I say thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.